Moana is a heartwarming tale rooted in Polynesian culture, but while your kids giggle at the silly antics of a mentally unstable chicken, you may notice a few things that can only be caught through the jaded eyes of adulthood. But here's your warning: spoilers abound. No need to thank us.
You're welcome.
Unsafe conditions. Moana's dad sings an entire song about not going out past the reef, but early in the movie, we see that there really is zero water safety going on when she's in diapers. We know it's hard to watch kids at all times, but while Moana's father is chastising his own mother for scaring the toddlers with legends about inescapable death, Moana toddles out to sea. If that were real life, the story would be splashed on social media. Moana's dad would be in jail and the mommy shamers would be out in full force. Fortunately, the ocean has human characteristics and good intentions when it tempts the toddler out to sea with a bunch of shells. That's a lucky break. Superhuman strength. It's easy to take physical strength for granted in animated characters because we've seen Wile E. Coyote walk away from an anvil injury to survive another day. But we couldn't help notice that Moana had some seriously strong muscles. In seemingly just a few minutes, she scales a mountain to get to the realm of monsters. She also shimmies up to the roof of a hut for a quick repair, and she regularly makes treks to the top of Motunui without breaking a sweat. The way that Moana's people harvest their produce is by scaling huge palm trees. They clearly never miss leg day. Grandma will have you in tears. As an adult, the crazy grandma may become your favorite character because she's a strong woman with a great sense of humor. While swaying in the water, Grandma Tala dips her hands down into the sea to graze the backs of the circling rays, and she tells Moana,
"When I die, I'm going to come back as one of these. Or I chose the wrong tattoo."
The grandmother doesn't live much longer after that, and as Moana sets out on her greatest adventure, a light explodes and a beautiful glowing ray glides swiftly under her boat and out to sea, jumping majestically into the air. Just try watching this movie in its entirety, including the scene where Grandma Tala's spirit helps Moana find her inner strength and identity without crying. You can't. Don't even try. The cheeky jokes. In true Disney fashion, there are a few corny jokes thrown in for the parents. At one point, Maui says,
When you use a bird to write with, it's called tweeting.
Maybe it's a dorky dad joke, but it gets full points for creativity. They also threw in a little toilet humor when Maui tells Moana that the warmer water means she's going the right way.
It's getting warmer. Ah! That is disgusting!
Let's face it, potty jokes will always be funny. A likable villain. The world is scary enough right now, so we appreciate Disney throwing a fairly benign villain our way with Tamatoa. Instead of terrifying kids the whole time, we laugh at the shiny decapod when he offers up lines like,
"Just pick an eye, babe. I can't concentrate on what I'm saying if you keep... Yep, pick one. Pick one."
The entire movie actually calls on us to re-examine the concept of villainy as a black and white concept. The film's primary antagonist, Taka, is actually the goddess Te Fiti, who has been wronged. Our heroes win the day by healing her rather than fighting her. Now that's deep. Tons of Easter eggs. There are quite a few Easter eggs in this movie, starting with the little sea turtle Moana saves at the beginning of the movie that bears a striking resemblance to Squirt from Finding Nemo. Later, when Maui's shape-shifting abilities are on the fritz, he transforms into Sven from Frozen. They also had a few Little Mermaid nods alongside Tamatoa. The lair for his collection looks eerily similar to Ariel's grotto. Then, at the end, Tamatoa offers up the ultimate Little Mermaid Easter egg.
Can we be real? If my name was Sebastian and I had a cool Jamaican accent, you'd totally help me. You would, you know you would.
Finally, the directors of Moana are the same dynamic duo responsible for Aladdin. Among other things, you'll notice that the magic carpet makes an appearance in the beginning of the movie when Moana sings How Far I'll Go. The music is so good. Frozen may have busted out of the box office with Golden Globe nominations and Academy and Grammy wins for its music, but Moana has some serious lyrical talent. The song How Far I'll Go is so powerful that one 4-year-old broke the internet when the spirit moved her through that song. Samoan singer and songwriter Opataya Fawai collaborated on the soundtrack, writing We Know the Way, among other songs. In a touchy time of cultural appropriation, it was nice to know they consulted and took direction from the people they wanted to represent. Disney feminists. While Frozen showed girls that true love could come in the form of sisterly affection, the plot of the movie still ends with Anna finding a man. But did you notice that Moana and Maui don't fall in love? They mutually love and appreciate each other at the end of the movie, and they clearly have a strong bond, but it isn't in a romantic way at all. Moana's story doesn't end by partnering up with her future husband. It ends with Moana and Maui saying, "See you out there," and she goes on to teach her people to be voyagers. Disney allows Moana and Maui to empower each other, showing that true feminism doesn't pit male against female. Maui doesn't have to be weak in order for Moana to be strong. Together, they're strong. And isn't that a great lesson for women of all ages? Thanks for watching. Click the list icon to subscribe to our YouTube channel. Plus, check out all this cool stuff we know you'll love too.